What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. I always talk about boats and boat shrink wrap and boat maintenance, and if you're gonna get a boat, how much it's gonna cost. They say boat stands for bust out another $1,000. So all these boats are shrink wrapped. You see, those are all shrink wrapped. This boat has that's the canvas that the boat comes with, and that canvas has to be treated with waterproofer. Now that's not a shrink wrap boat, but it has a canvas tarp over it. And those are supposed to be treated with waterproofer, but still, with the rain and the snow, it sits in there and the weight tears apart your canvas. So the way these are shrink wrapped, the rain and the snow comes off of them. These are the ones that you could put on there. I don't recommend traveling or driving either way like this. You know, and they say one of the things to do is just take everything off and just have the shell and pull the shell that way. But this right here really puts too much snow on top of it in Chicago. But then I wanted to show you this. Look at, I mean, when if you don't, I mean, that's just a tarp over the boat, and the tarp's hanging off in the wind and they don't even know about it. One other thing with big boats is the bottom of it. Like a boat like this, these size, you could wax the bottom of it, and there's stuff to wax the bottom of it. But these boats right here got to be sanded and painted about every 3 or 4 years. You see, you got to paint, because look at all the barnacles and the algae and everything grows on that. So that should be acid washed, sanded, and re-bottom coated. Look up bottom coat painting, and that should be re-bottom coated, because I think it's copper that's in the paint for the bottom of the boat, and it doesn't let the algae build up that bad. So I mean, this is just stuff for boat maintenance that people don't know about or worry about. They were washed. Now you can spray wax them, but I wax it by hand with Aurora. And this is another one that you'll see the bottom of the paint's coming off and everything. This technically should be resanded, acid washed, resanded, and re-bottom coated. Bottom coat, paint bottom coat, because it really makes a difference. Now here, that was got 3 of the canvases on them. But you don't want the moisture sitting on the inside of your boat. With these boats right here, they got moisture packets on the inside of the boat, and they got air vents, because with the air vents, it lets it breathe, so the wood and the fiberglass on the inside don't get moisture and wet. And I know this is crazy but I have my boat shrink wrapped. I take out all my seats, I take everything out from the inside of it. It's just a shell under the shrink wrap, because I want that air circulating in there. I want that moisture gone. I don't want moisture to sit in there, because that's how the beams and everything in there start to rot out and decay. So this is a good bottom coat. See, that one's painted really nice. That's how a bottom coat should be. Probably by next year they'll have to bottom coat that one again. And this is how a bottom coat should not be, because when you don't have the bottom coat on the boat, you start to get all that buildup and decay. That's horrible, 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 just horrible. So little tips and tricks on boats and at the marina. And you know, I always say, like, these people paid to store their boats here at the marina. Look, if you're gonna buy a boat and you want a boat, you got to actually find out where you're gonna store your boat at, because you have to pay to have it in the water during the season. Costs extra if you're gonna leave your trailer stored at the marina for the season, or where you're gonna store your trailer when your boat is in the water. Then off season, where you're gonna store your boat at off season. And this is all cost you got to take into. Now, shrink wrap used to be $17 a foot, and now it's like $22 a foot for shrink wrap. But if you got a wider boat, it's going to cost more money. So that's why I say it's same thing with a trailer. If you're going to buy a trailer or a camper, you got to always think about where you're going to store it. Now, here's the thing with boats and campers. If you got an air conditioning system or radiator system or anything in them, you have to have that drained and purged at the end of the season in Chicago, so it doesn't freeze. You got to put the shrink wrapper stuff in it, and a lot of people just leave the campers outside. But a camper outside, a trailer outside over the winter will still get mold and mildew like a boat. So you got to look into that also. All right, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.